Hi friends, welcome to Overnight in the Woods with Friends. Man, there's been a lot going on. Yesterday I went to the first annual Midwest Bushcraft Meetup. It was put on by Jason, the Outdoor Wanderer, and Shane of Shane Coffee. Had a freaking blast. I did shoot some video footage. Didn't shoot a lot, just a bunch of clips. When Sam came out to speak, he kind of asked if we didn't show his entire lecture because some of the stuff he was telling us, it was awesome, man. He's a great presenter. Had some really good stories too about alone inside information that normal people would not get to hear about. So we left there late last night. I want to say about 6 or 7. We got here to the river about 8 o'clock, about 8 or 8:30. Set up camp in the dark. Didn't shoot any video. Too busy getting camp set up. Had food and crashed out. Funny story. If you notice, I brought everything in with the tactical two-wheeler. I want to say about 5 in the morning I woke up and I had to come out and take care of business. And I forgot I had the tactical two-wheeler, and it has a 1-gallon drum liner on it. I put that on there so it doesn't stick out because it's silver. And I looked over and seen that dark figure there. Scared that crap out of me. I was like, whoa, what the heck's at my campsite? Second story, 6 this morning, I hear a bunch of weird noises and banging. I was like, what the heck is that? Well, it started raining. Briefly, I did not have a tarp on top of my shelter system, so about 6 this morning, Naked Bob was putting up a tarp. Jeremy just came down and woke me up. Why? I don't know why he's getting up at 9 o'clock, beyond me. He told me there's some people fishing right over there by me that I haven't seen yet, and he's getting ready to make food, so we're going to stop down there and see what he's up to and see where he slept. But first, let's take a good look at my shelter system. I think you guys are going to like this. It's pretty freaking cool. As you can see, we're using the Polish Lavu shelter system. I love this thing. And we do have the floor pan in, or the ground cloth, along with some debris there. And yes, if you guys are wondering, it is tucked underneath. I still need to make the seam for it and put in the grommets I want. But right now there's a stick, and it is, look at that spider. Go, little guy, go. Yeah, them suckers were crawling on me all night last night. Anyway, I got a stick under it and the tarp sitting on top of the stick. That way, if it did rain, because this side is where the water comes down, it would go underneath and shoot out the other side. But I still want to put a seam on here. I'm going to fold it over, glue it down with some 3M90, and then put in my grommets. If you look how I set the shelter system up, we are at an angle, like so. Awesome sleeping conditions. I'll show you why here in a minute. It's just, but if it was going to rain, the water would go underneath, shoot out, and come out this side, right down here, and then follow the contour, and then somewhere down here it pulls up. There's the tactical two-wheeler that scared the crap out of me. Not even kidding. Let's see. And for putting the tarp up when I was half asleep, I think I did a pretty darn good job at it. Okay, let's go inside. We got the nice little floor pan here. And if you notice right off the bat, I did bring a fan. Yeah, it was 93 degrees when we came out here last night. This thing saved my butt. We go in, we got the thermal rest as our little cushion there. When it's that warm out, you do not need a thermal wet rest on your cot. Turn my lights on. There we go. And I usually just put my hammock lights on the top. You don't want white light inside of your shelter system because the bugs, they love that. This is one of the crates I used. Oh, this flashlight's terrible. Hang on, let me go get the other flashlight. There we go. This is one of the crates I used to bring my wood in with, and it turned into be an excellent table. We've got my pack cooler over here, and then I brought my other cooler in because it's only a quarter mile to the trailhead. Not that big of a deal. We've got a nice little pillow. I think that's a Field and Stream. I'm using the Camprite cot. Thing is beyond comfortable. I do recommend it. These didn't work out so well. I did put one at the top just to stable the top out, but the legs kept popping out of these supports right here. So I think I'm gonna have to do something to fix that, but not worried about it. Ah, yes, the wet ones. Use those. Those are the big ones too. Use those to wash myself up before bed. I went with the fleece blankets. Basically, I just covered up with it this morning. I do sleep commando, if anybody wondered. But this is covered in promethium. That's covered in promethium. If you notice here in the air vents of the tent, you're going to see a little bit of a bug net. We'll go outside and take a closer look at that. We got the old backpack here, along with the extra change of clothes. Man, I got my boots right there. Let's go out. I want to show you. Hang on, we got to turn the lights off. Oh, there we go. Woo. What I did, this is a bug net you use for a military cot. I picked a whole bunch of these things up, and it's just enough to drape over the back and cover up the vent holes, and then enough right here to drape over the front, like so, and it keeps the bugs out, except for the daddy long legs and spiders that crawl in through the bottom, but that's not a big deal. I can deal with them. They don't really bother me. So let's head down to Jeremy's camp. It's not too far from where we are, maybe 100 foot or so. Let's see what he's up to. Hey, Jeremy! Good morning, my friend. Waking me up at 8 o'clock. Because I was comfortable. Look at him go. There's Stephanie over here in the hammock. She does not look happy yet. This is a Jeremy setup. He's finally, for the first time ever, sleeping in the wiki hut. Wiki up.
That I made over
that he made over a year ago. He's got an air mattress, wool blanket. Man, look at that nice little fleece blanket you got there. That is pretty, man. That is some seriously bushcrafting colors. Here's all the gear he toted in. He made a little bit bannock there. Here's his fire pit. He had to go find these poles on the other side of the camp. Yeah. What you up to there?
Oh, I'm going to make a spit, a better one for the bannock.
Oh, okay. Oh, you used my tinfoil idea. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is. I'm glad I thought of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too.
So how was your sleep this morning, or last night?
It was great until I heard some weird noise about, I don't know, about 6 or so. And then I discovered it started raining.
Yeah, I was up when it started sprinkling. The wind was kind of blowing a little bit strong, so I got a couple of drops blowing inward, but as far as anything coming down on me, it stayed dry underneath. Oh,
you should have seen Naked Bob trying to set the tarp up.
That's a sight I didn't want to see.
Hey, it's up though.
That's a sight I don't want to see.
So is there something you want to tell us? I mean, you've got that nice little blanket in there, and maybe I should have slept with my door shut.
There we go. Look at that.
He's got a little hanging tree over here. There's all his gear. His haversack, his water, alpine frying pan. Yeah, I wonder where that trail goes. Probably to the facilities.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I got some cowboy coffee here, and it's still fairly warm if you want a cup.
I got my morning tea.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for the offer. Much appreciated.
Okay.
I'm not even ready for breakfast. I'm normally not up this early.
Well, I've got eggs, bacon, steak.
Steak for breakfast?
Yeah.
You didn't need it last night.
No, there was so much of that pasta that we had last night, that shrimp pasta. I made a lot more of it than I thought I was making in that big bush pot right there. So I ended up helping Stephanie eat that, and we still had some left over when we offered you some. So.
Oh, the taters were good.
Yeah, the taters were good. So I decided I'd save my steak for this morning.
Oh, that's
I'll
cool.
have steak and eggs for breakfast.
Ooh, more taters. I will have some taters.
So taters, bannock, steak, eggs, bacon. I mean, you name it, we got it. Whatever you want for breakfast.
I don't know yet. I'm not even hungry.
If I catch any catfish this morning, we might have some of that for breakfast too.
Oh, yeah, he's going to do some fishing here in a little bit.
I've actually got some bank lines already out. I got a bank line set up over here, and then I got a bank line set up right around the corner there.
And you said there was a couple fishing right below my tent.
Yeah, right on over there.
God, I hope they didn't see me.
Morning.
I hope they didn't see me this morning.
That'd be a sight they wouldn't have wanted saw.
Yeah, that would not have been good, man. Shit, I don't even have my belt on yet. My pants are falling off. Okay, I'm going to shut the camera off now before it gets weird. Make some more of that tasty bannock. Alright, I'm going to head down to my camp, man. I'll be back later. I got some straightening up to do.
We're going to be sitting down here doing some cooking.
That'll work. Whoops. So, I'm going to head back down to camp and start cleaning up. I'm going to break it down before it gets 95 degrees out, because that's a little warm to be tearing camp down. And then I'll head back down to Jeremy's camp and just hang out for the rest of the day. We might grab something to eat. I'm not sure. I'm not really hungry yet. We'll see. I got my shelter system broke down. I want to show you this ground cloth, or what I'm calling a floor pan. And what I did is, you can see the contour of the land here is a slight little angle. So that means when it rains, it would come down the shelter side and then come down underneath the floor pan, because what I did is I simply just put wood all around the outside, lifting the tarp up. That way the water would go underneath it. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. See this seam right here with the grommet in it? I'm going to duplicate it the same way. I'm going to put a piece of cordage in there, spray it with 3M90, and fold it over a ½ inch, glue it to itself, and put grommets in it too, just to hold it into place. Alright, we've almost got the camp broke down. Once I get the shelter system stored away, which is all right there, we're going to figure out what we're going to have for food, and I kind of got an idea what it's going to be. I think you'll like it. Well, this is a little concerning. The Camprite cot has like a round stock spring system that holds it into place, and this is where I had that little support I made for it. There's no mark. This is where my midsection would be, the heaviest part of the cot, and it sunk into the ground, I'll say about a ½ inch, and there. I did check the ground cloth. There was no marks in it, so thank God. But I'm thinking on a cheap tent, or a tent with a very, very thin floor pan, I think it would go all the way through. So it's a good thing I made those supports for it. Okay, next thing on the agenda, shelter system's all packed up. I'm going to load it up on the tactical two-wheeler, and we're going to wait for this wood to burn down, and we're going to cook us some food. First thing on the agenda, we are going to clean up a little bit. These things are awesome for taking a dirty girl bath and cleaning other items around the camp. I already cleaned my blade off, so we're good there. These are really big. Alrighty. We need a cutting surface, so we're going to flip over the Alpine frying pan. We are going to cook up some of this sausage, man. This stuff is so good. As you see, I ate quite a bit of it last night. I think we're not going to eat that much. Let's do, I don't want to overdo it. Might save a little extra just in case somebody changes their mind about staying the night out here again. I doubt they will, but it's worth a shot. And it's really good to be out here with Jeremy and Stephanie. I know they're having an excellent time, and so am I. Okay. There we go. That might not be enough. Yeah, you can tell I got the munchies. Let's go ahead and slice it down anyway. It's a little thick. Let's go thinner. There we go. And this is the beef sausages. Let's clean this mess up. Good as new. Boy, that wind is getting a little concerning. And it is blocking. Wow, there's a lot of clouds blocking the sunshine too. I hope that's not bringing in a storm. Okay, do we have enough to fill the pan? Yep. Looks like we have to do something with this one. There we go. Alright. Wrap this little guy back up. Put it in the cooler. No sense in wasting food. And we're going to go throw this on the fire. I still have a lot more flame than I want for this, but you know what, it's going to work. So we're going to jam this in the ground and make us a little grill. And you can see this ground has this clay infused into the soil there. As you can tell, it's starting to harden. Oh, I want to show you another one of my little tricks. What I do to keep mosquitoes away is I get a piece of this dry, rotten wood that's on the ground and it's wet, and I throw it in the fire, and it produces just enough smoke to anger the mosquitoes. That way I don't have to worry about getting bit. This should not take long at all to cook, to be honest with you. Definitely gonna wear the glove for this. Whoa, what's going on down there? I think we got some hedge in it. Yep, that's hedge. Yeah, that's not gonna take long at all to cook. You know what, friends? I think we're done. I don't want to overcook them. Man, I wish I had some cheese I could put on there. Mix them in, mix some eggs in with it. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, they're done. Let's go put them over here on the tactical milk crate. Let them cool for a minute and eat them up. Got my tea pre-mixed so I don't burn my mouth. And it did cool down a little bit. Not much. Let's see how it tastes, though. That's the important part. Oh my God. Probably should have let it cool just a little bit more, but man, it is good. That is definitely hitting the spot. Tactical milk crate all packed up, and Stephanie is going to carry the tactical two-wheeler over to their camp. Why not? I see how you are. And then I'll take the rest of the stuff out to the Mountaineer. Then I'm going to hang out with them the rest of the day, and we're going to go fishing, right? It feels weird wearing clothes and shoes, man. It doesn't feel normal. Hey, I'm gonna drop the tactical two-wheeler up here. Do you care? Are you gonna make a run right now?
Yeah.
Oh heck, I'll just go with you.
I'm gonna make a run there and come back for the rest of it.
Are you gonna fish?
Yeah.
Do you need more water?
I told him about your water.
Oh yeah, I was melting some of the ice. I had so much ice left over, I was running out of water, so I had to melt some of the ice down.
I got a gallon. You want me to grab it? Just pour it in there.
Oh, I got it here.
Oh,
I've already filled my other water bottle up. I'm good.
you need a tactical two-wheeler too.
How many water bottles you fill up?
Just mine.
Thanks
But
for being
when
thoughtful.
me and him get back, I can top off the other one, or I can fill yours up.
I still got water in my cooler, man. Ice cold water, dude.
Well, all we're gonna do is fill hers up.
Oh, okay.
Fill hers up and maybe top off one of mine.
Oh, that'll work. All right, let me load up. That was load number 1. How far do you think that is, Jeremy? About a quarter mile?
Yeah, about a quarter mile.
That's from your teepee?
Yeah.
So how far to my tent camp?
Yours only got 20 yards or so past ours, isn't it?
It's not that far.
No.
I could hear you guys making noises last night, so we're pretty close. Your first bait line?
Yeah, I can tell from here it hasn't moved yet, so I'm just gonna have to.
Nothing?
Yeah.
That's it right down there.
Right there. If it was anything on it, that slack could pull off right there where that paper cup's still on.
Just drag it in, Jeremy, because once we're done packing up, we're going to come down and fish.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab it out.
You gonna go down there and grab it?
Yep.
Because once we're done packing up, we're going to actually fish.
You fall in the water, this is gonna be funny.
Well, you better get it on video.
That's what I know I'm doing.
I'm gonna want to see it too.
Oh my God, watch out! Oh. Snake! That wind feels good.
It does.
So if you pull up a body, are we calling anybody? You got something? Uh-oh. You gonna go in for it?
No, I got it on. It's all here.
Oh. Hey, I'm gonna head back and grab the rest of my gear, man. Meet you at your camp. Back at camp, and we are going to bury this fire now. It is way too windy out to have an open flame. So, that's a good thing about a trench fire. Boom, it's out. You do have to watch out for roots, though. You don't want to build a fire where there's a lot of roots or a heavy root system. Luckily, I'm pretty good right now in this area. I've had so many trench fires here, and you can't even tell. Well, you kind of. This area is kind of raised up there, and it's raised up over there. The only thing left to grab is the tactical milk crate, the tactical cooler in my backpack, and I'll drop the pack off at Jeremy's camp and take the rest of this stuff back to the Mountaineer as soon as we get this fire put out. Whew. Yeah, they're gonna throw some lines in and see if they can catch us some dinner. If they get dinner, we're staying, right?
That's right. That's right.
Me and Jeremy are staying.
If I catch dinner, I'm staying.
Oh boy, if we catch a dead body, we're leaving.
Oh.
Very fast. All right, let me get out of the way. I don't want to go swimming.
What do you got there? Bring them on.
Holy cow!
We got dinner.
Are you
We're
serious?
staying.
The
We got to cook.
line's only been in 5 minutes, dude.
I know. Look what Stephanie got herself.
All right, we need to catch a couple more though.
That's right. I gotta go get her some more bait now. Man.
All right, we are officially done fishing. We got to see a barge come by, and I think there's a storm or something coming in. Stephanie's the only one that caught a fish.
Yay! Thank God for that. I thought it was gonna be a dry fishing trip. So
No?
I caught something.
Yeah, Jeremy lost the hook, unfortunately. It must have been an awful big fish to pull that hook off there like that.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It had to been like.
Oh yeah, it had to have been that big.
Grabbed right there at the bank on some dirt.
Busted. All right, we're gonna load up the rest of our gear and kind of head back to the parking lot.
Where'd the tape go?
As soon as you figure out you need some tape, I got tape.
I have electrical tape floating around here somewhere that I use for taping my rods back together.
Yeah. This is duct tape. It'll work. Be careful though.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's
that strong stuff.
I just need like a couple small.
Yeah, as much as you need, man. I got one. Well, friends, we're back at the Mountaineer. We're going to go ahead and close this here video out. Had a great time. I'd like to thank Jeremy for inviting me along and Stephanie on their adventure. They are shooting a video, or shot a video. When will you have that up, Jeremy?
Oh gosh, when I get time.
So about 2 years from now, I'll be looking for that video.
Hopefully in a couple of days, probably long after you've already got yours uploaded now.
I don't know, dude. It's going to take a while. I still got to edit the Bushcraft meetup video and figure that out. But we're going to head in. They are going to go have ice cream.
And you're buying.
Yeah. And I'm going to go take a shower because I'm very dirty.
Yeah, I can smell them. You guys don't want to smell this kind of thing.
It's not that bad, man, really. Anyway, comments is more than welcome. Heads up, it takes me a while to answer them. As always, thanks for watching. Say goodbye.
Later, guys.
Bye.
3 barges wide. Too long. He's pushing them out a lot.
He's going pretty fast too.
Yeah, he's going down there.
Do you get one?
Nothing after that. Gotta get back out there. He's getting hits. He's just not taking it.
You got a dirt clod.